soundtrack.
What is up? Welcome to another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs TV. Once again, it's your boy Kier, the critic, and today's show we'll be interviewing Chris Jones, who we covered for his album release party. So we'll have him on the show. So that'll be the first interview, and then we'll also have actress Rosalin Santa Cruz, who will be discussing some of her upcoming projects that she's been working on, and should be a great time. So sit back and enjoy the show. Thanks so much. Bye. What is up? Welcome to another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs TV. Once again, it's your boy Pierre. And today we are interviewing Chris Jones, who has a new album that's coming out, and he's here at a release party. And it's your birthday as well, right?
It is also my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Thanks for being on the podcast here.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
So what's the name of the album?
The name of the album is called Alter Ego.
Okay. And what's it about? What kind of music is it?
It's gonna be like some like retro pop synth, kind of 80s, kind of R&B, just kind of like all over the place.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of the mood of the album.
For sure. Is this your first album, or have you done other albums in the past? Or?
Yeah, this is my fourth album.
Okay.
That I've released.
Okay. And are they all kind of in the same flow or same?
No, I think everyone's different. I started off definitely more pure R&B for sure.
Okay.
And then just kind of started branching out and just exploring more of my creativity and seeing where it takes me.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then, so you sing?
I sing.
assume. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you play any other instruments on the album as well, or just?
I do. I actually play the guitar. On this album, I'm not playing the guitar at all. I'm going to just focus solely on my voice and the music itself.
Now, are you independently produced? Do you have like a label that you're a part of, or what's the situation?
Yeah, so I create all my own music. So I make all the beats, write all the songs, sing all the songs. I do all the production myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And then how do you get the music out to the people? How do you get it out to the masses?
I go through a distributor partner, like TuneCore, and they can release your music. There's other ones out there like See Me Baby. I don't know. There's all sorts of that's the one that I use.
And then I guess just in general, what propelled you to kind of get into the music industry?
I've been doing music since I was a kid.
I love this for security reasons.
So it's something that's always been a part of me. I've always created music even when I was a little kid, and it's just something I just continue to do. And really, it wasn't until 6 or 7 years ago in Sacramento that I decided to actually start performing it. Because I used to write a lot of it, but I was too embarrassed to share it with other people.
Okay.
And so, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, I was like, screw it. You only got one life to live, So,
Right. No, absolutely. No, I completely understand that. And then just in terms of performances, have you done like shows, things of this nature?
Yeah. I've done different live shows all through Sacramento, like Harlow's, a couple places in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Just kind of get around. One of the promoters, his name is Terry Moore. So shout out to Timo Entertainment. He gets me on a lot of some really great shows that he has going on.
Okay.
But yeah, all over Sacramento and the local Bay Area.
Okay. And then have you collaborated with other people on other albums before, or anything of that nature? Or?
Yeah, so I've collaborated with a number of artists. Probably gonna leave somebody out, but like Quinn, he's here tonight. He's gonna perform some of his music. We've done some music together. An artist named Chaotic. There's a lot more. There's a guy named Lucky Gold. So yeah, there's a lot of collaborations. Like I love collaborations. I'm always open to them.
And so you wrote pretty much all the songs as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that process like? How long did it take you to from beginning to end of the album? How long did it take you to complete that?
Man, it could really vary. There's albums that I've had that have taken a year to write. There's others where it could be a month. It really depends upon the season of my life. That's what I try to portray in my albums, whatever season I'm in, and it just depends on just how that goes.
Sure.
I try not to put too many timetables on it because I want to just fully express myself without any limits. So if it's a month, cool. If it's 12 months, then that's cool.
So be it, right?
Yeah.
Right. How long did this one take you from beginning to end?
This one took me from, I think I started this one last October and finished it in April or May. So last month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then so if anybody wants to
like listen to the work, they should go to?
They can go to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. They just need to do a search for King Chris. It's KINGCHR5. And they'll see my whole catalog, all my albums, all my singles, all that good stuff.
Okay. I mean, I know you just kind of released your album just now, but I mean, what's in the future for you? What are you looking to do moving forward?
That's a really good question. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna release more music. I have a lot more to say musically, but I'm gonna just kind of ride the wave for right now. Just enjoy this album, celebrate it, and then the next one will start to write itself as I live my life.
Why did you choose your birthday to release the album?
Because I love music, and I feel like the day that I'm celebrating my birthday will be a great day to also celebrate music. Because it's definitely something that's kept me going in life, and it's something that I just really appreciate. And it's something that I want to share with my friends and family and all that good stuff.
Okay, who are some of your influences in terms of inspiration, in terms of music?
I'd say probably Frank Ocean. Definitely, he's one of my favorites as far as writing and singing. I also like Carlos Santana, Jimi Hendrix. Jimmy's why I play a Fender Stratocaster. Just really all over the place. I listen to everything.
And then in terms of just music that you do, I know you sing musical instruments. Did you learn that in school, or you like self-taught? How did that go?
It was self-taught. Something I've always wanted to do is play. I started off in a band when I was a kid, playing like clarinet, saxophone type instruments. But when I got older, I wanted to learn to play the guitar. And I was in college. I didn't have money for an instructor or anything like that, so I had to just teach myself.
It's pretty impressive. And so now you just kind of, not on this album, but on other albums, you kind of play the music and then sing. Yeah. And then, did you sing like in school, or did you just start singing? Because I know you said you're a little shy at first about singing, but did you sing when you were younger as well?
I did. So my family's really big in the church and things like that, and so I was in like a lot of youth choirs and things like that. So it was never me like solo, but I was always like in a choir. So just straight up.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Anything else you want to add before we let you go? Anything else about your music, or anything about what you have going on in the future? Or
I don't know. I just want to, just say thank you to all the people that have believed in me and believed in my music, listened to my music, all the fans and family and friends and all those people out there. They're the reason why I am able to do what I do. I just want to give my gratitude to them.
And so one more time, name of the album again?
Name of the album is Alter Ego, King Chris, KINGCHR5.
Check it out on Spotify,
Tidal, Apple Music.
Everywhere. All right, well, check it out. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. We'll definitely have you back. One day we'll get you down in the studio as well. And we just like to support local Sacramento artists, and we'll get this out to the masses, and hopefully we can get you a few more upticks on the album as well. So
nice.
Best of luck to you, man, and thanks for being on again.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
To another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs TV. Once again, it's your boy Kier, the critic, and today we are interviewing Rosalin Santa Cruz, who is an actress who actually just appeared with me on we just did a photo shoot over the weekend, or I should say not a photo shoot, but a video shoot over the weekend for an upcoming project for the 48-hour film festival with Shutter Films. Welcome to the show today, Rosalin. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good. It's always good to have you. I can't remember what was the name of that project. Did he give it a name?
Actually, not yet.
Okay.
I know he submitted it yesterday, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I had individuals asking me like, well, what was the name of the film you're going to be in? I was like, I have no clue. I don't know. I assume he's going to submit it not only to the 40-hour film festival, but he'll probably also submit it to my film festival as well, which will be next year. So hopefully at some point I'll have whatever the name of that film is. So we just wanted to talk to you kind of as being an actress, or kind of getting you back into acting and that sort of thing. So we do have kind of a list of questions. So I guess the first question was, what motivated you to get into the industry?
Well, I pretty much have always been interested in other things beside acting. I did a little bit of fashion shows and stuff like that when I was younger.
Mhm.
But I pretty much was in a debate class and failed because I froze in front of everyone. And my counselor said, you know what, I think you need to try this. Let's get you out of your comfort zone. And I refused and reluctantly agreed to do it and did improv and theater and loved it. So
Well, great. Well, great. And this was like in high school then, or
more like college,
in college? Okay.
in the Bay Area. Yeah, I'm from San Jose. So
Okay. And that's where you're originally from, is the Bay Area.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
And then how long have you been living in Sacramento?
Almost 20 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for quite some time, about the same amount of time as I moved here in, I think, 2020, somewhere around there. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it's about 20, 22 years, 23 years, something like that. So
Mhm.
very cool. So I mean, obviously you're kind of, I know you, when we talked earlier, you kind of got away from it for a little bit and now you're kind of getting back into it. And I guess
Mhm.
what was kind of the motivating factor to get you back into the industry?
Life happens. You have kids. You're running around, soccer mom, kind of thing, and you just keep going. It's a domino effect that you just keep doing normal life. But I had a friend pass away in February, and she actually died the day of my daughter's birthday.
Mm,
Close to your friend, and that just really made me rethink everything in my life. I've always loved, well, ever since my counselor kind of directed me in that way. Um, I just decided, hey, you know what, this has always been in the back of my mind. I can't get away from it. And so I just decided to go back, just had to get my feet back into this.
And when did you? So you recently just made that decision to get back into it, and so I know that you went to the 48-hour film festival mixer event that they had a couple weeks ago. Correct? Was that kind of like your first experience getting back into acting, or?
No, I actually was an extra for a movie that was actually filmed here in Sacramento or Folsom called No Address. It's about homelessness. It's basically the first, I want to say, project that I was invited to do, and then we did the 48-hour was more of I was trying to do volunteering, and I arrived at the 48-hour event, and then everyone was just kind of doing their thing and doing a little bit of improv, and then I just was kind of scoping everything and ended up kind of getting involved with Troy Lee's or Shutter Films project that we just did on Saturday.
Absolutely. And you were also selected for another project through 40-hour film festival, or was it something separate?
No, it's actually something separate. There's a screenwriter. Her name is Lorna Nerys, and I met her through a place called Sacramento event that they had. It's called Adaptable, so it's a short film, and it will be basically featured at the Crest Theater in October.
Yeah, that's when they usually do. It's through Act of Sacramento, which I'm a member of, and well, I can't say too much, but I'm actually a member of, and trying to do a little bit more on the back end with them as well. But yeah, it's always in October. It's I think it's almost always at the Crest, and I went to the one last year, and there's some really good films that come out of there as well. So so it's a really great opportunity to just kind of get exposure, kind of get into the industry, and kind of meet a lot of people, make a lot of friends, and get a lot of names out there as well. So it's really great. I guess the 40-hour film festival does kind of the same thing. They're very similar, only with a place called Sacramento. They have a lot more time to put something together versus essentially 48 hours to put together a short film as quick as possible. So so definitely different speeds.
Yeah.
So did you make a lot of contacts at the 40-hour film mixer?
Somewhat. That's where I met the crew from Shutter Films and Martin, the director of the film festival. So I got to meet a couple, but for the most part, I was kind of just I guess
Scoping
scoping
out the scene.
everything. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was
yeah.
my first one, and I wasn't, it wasn't what I thought I was gonna see slides and some talks and things like that. No, it was very different. It's creative people, just
It's
everyone.
just like a lot of creative processes. What
Yeah.
was it like clicky there, or were there a lot of people there, like in different groups, or?
No, everybody, we had to volunteer to, well, we didn't have to, and they would call everybody up to come and, do either karaoke or, we had to do like a little skit. So everybody just came along, came together and worked on doing the little skit that they would direct us to do. And it was a good time. I left a little earlier, had something to do the next day, but I saw the pictures. It looked like everyone had a blast. So yeah, it was fun.
Oh, great. Yeah,
Pretty
absolutely.
laid back, but at the same time, everybody doing their thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to the 48-hour event. I've been to that location before, the reunion bar that's like
Mhm.
upstairs. So I have been there a couple times, just for other mixers and things of that
Oh,
nature.
okay.
A group that I've worked with in the past, Funny Business, they do comedy. And so they also utilize that facility for a lot of their meetups and groups and things of that nature as well.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
but yeah, really, really fun place to be. So just in terms of like acting, what types of, projects do you hope to be involved in? I mean, kind of what would you like to do with this moving forward?
So I've become interested in the film writing or the film, just the behind the scenes. I went to one of Sally Forcier's workshops that she had at the CFA in Folsom, and just piqued my interest. I, just wanted to kind of get an understanding, and you know, I guess it helps also to really look into that world as well, because we're part of it. Um, but I've signed up for a couple of workshops, and definitely going to be joining improv again. Just again, uh, there's some little things here and there that I miss, and especially improv because you have to be quick on your feet.
Oh
It's
yeah, absolutely.
so yeah. So I'm pretty much working on that. I do want to write. I write a lot, and so I do want to write something in regards to a story about my sister. She became very ill a long time ago, and just that's something that eventually is one of my projects that I'd like to do in the
Abs-
future.
Oh, great. So I mean, obviously you're interested in writing, acting, I assume, and then were there any other like avenues that you were looking to get into as far as film goes, or?
Um, for now, probably not. I mean, if I could have done anything in the creative arts, it would have been singing, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
Um,
don't have the voice for it.
okay. That was gonna be my next question. I was like, well, are you a singer as well? I was like, I didn't. Okay. I was like, well,
No,
that
I
definitely
grew up
opens up.
around it. I grew up
Okay.
around it, but no,
Not
I sing
music.
like alfalfa, so it's not gonna happen.
I'm not a singer either, so I don't sing. So no, that's great. So far, what has been your favorite role? I guess.
uh, as far as roles,
Yeah.
okay. In improv, well, back at Evergreen College, they had us do like a little role with dealing with depression and schizophrenia and things like that. It was just a little role for that, and it hit very close to home. So I just I've lived with that through my sister, and so I decided let's try it, and I ended up playing it very well.
Mhm.
I've observed her for so many years, and it just came easily to me to just play that role, and people really believed it. So I think everyone's reaction, I feed off of the audience, and so I feel like everyone's reaction was just memorable for me, and that just kind of sparked it even more. I think that was the moment that sparked it for me
For
in
sure.
theater.
For sure. And then I know you I remember I left because my scenes were over on Saturday, and then I think you had to come back for some additional scenes. So how was that?
Oh, actually, I couldn't because I had to go meet with my other cast
Oh,
mates.
okay.
Yeah, we met to run our lines, but I was asked to if I could, do a part for a nurse, but I couldn't. Unfortunately, I had already,
Other
uh,
other
other
commitments. So
other
Saturday was a
commitments.
busy day for you then, it sounds like.
Yeah, I had to come home, wash my face, fix my hair.
That's right, because
And
you're a
went
zombie in, in other films. So yeah, that's a complete transition. I assume you weren't playing a zombie in another part. It wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that simple.
No. And I stopped to grab food, and my grandmother calls me, and she sees my face. Like, "Oh,
She's like, "What's going on here?" Right?
pretty much. Like, I'm okay.
So how was the experience for you? Just shooting, I guess getting back into, I mean, obviously I know you were an extra before, but with this one, and then obviously the going over the lines with the other project that you're working on, how has all that been so far?
It's the sets are very different as far as the characters, the crew, the directors, producers, everyone. It's very different dynamics. So I feel like um, there's a lot that I've had to relearn again.
Hmm.
Overall, I've enjoyed it. I
Hmm.
love the feedback that I get, but it's really been um, it's fun. It's liberating. I've enjoyed it so far, and just going with this whole thing that's just happened since I started coming back. So we'll see where that
To
goes.
kind of see where it takes you.
Yeah, just go
So
with the momentum.
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, so I know you had indicated like doing writing and things of this nature. So, I mean, are you hoping to get an opportunity to like, are you planning on maybe like writing a story that, you can, submit for like a film here locally? Or, I mean, kind of what's your plan with that?
Yeah, definitely. I need to sit down, and I have all these ideas. I get pictures in my head, and I just, okay, this sounds good, but I just have to put them together. But definitely that story about my sister, and her illness, and
Hmm.
how it happened, and I feel that people aren't aware of the hardships that families go through with mental illness, and to recognize when it's coming in the family, when it's happening to that person, they're living it.
Hmm.
I think it's important, especially as me being Hispanic. There's different dynamic with that too, on how they approach it. They don't go to, I'm not saying everyone, but my family, for the most part, approached it very differently from what I've learned now.
Oh no, I agree 100%. And that's not just, I think in a lot of different communities, that's kind of the case. I know even in the African American community, it's kind of similar where, we don't talk about those types of things. If
Right.
someone has a mental health issue, things of that nature, it's just not really addressed in our community enough, in my opinion, where people are reluctant to go see the doctor. And for
Mhm.
various reasons, people are reluctant to talk about it. And it's always just kind of brushed off, I feel like, to the side. Oh, you just need to, get your mind off of it. And, sometimes people need more than just, oh, just take your mind off of it, or just, get over it and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Mhm.
I could see that how that could be also in the Hispanic community as well, or
Mhm.
for some individuals or some
Yeah.
families. So yeah, no, completely understand. Yeah.
Mhm. At least that's in our family. It's you take things a little differently. So, and I want to incorporate other aspects, not just have it, all about the illness, but just overall, like our culture, the things that I saw growing up that, you know, I've seen throughout other movies now, that it's expressed through that too. And it can be funny, and it can be, it's great to see it on films. So,
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100%.
mhm.
Well, great. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I really have at this particular time. Did you have any questions for me at this time?
No, no, I have no questions. I enjoyed working with you on Saturday.
Oh
You,
yeah, yeah, it
you
was a lot
were
of fun.
you were complete game. You just went for it, and it was fun to watch, and see you, do your
No,
thing.
no, it's fun. Yeah, I used to do a lot of acting when I was younger, like more like in high school and in college. And we
Okay.
used to do short films in college. And then, kind of like you, life kind of happened. I had my son and just got busy with that. And then, so it just kind of fell out of it for many years. Always meant to get back into it, and then just never really did. And then finally had an opportunity, you know, through my own connections, through, you know, doing film reviews and film festivals, are like, well, you know, maybe I should just get in there and just do some fun stuff, you know, cameos. So I'll be like the king of like the 1 or 2 liners or something. Because at this point in my career, I can't really dedicate any time to do anything like full and serious, like a feature length film or anything like that. More like a cameo basis where I just show up for one day and do a couple lines and then I'm out of there until the next thing. So I like talking about movies more than I like acting these days. I used to love to be in movies, but now I've kind of changed and transitioned. But no, it's great. Well, it was a lot of fun doing the shoot with you as well, and definitely wish you most of the best of luck to any future projects you're gonna be in. And you know, obviously, if you're in any short films, there's always our film festival. You can always submit it to there, and you know, we always try to give everybody, especially from Sacramento, for a break for our film festival next year. So, but definitely looking forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show. And once again, we'll get this uploaded for you, and it'll be running on Wednesday. So Wednesday at 7:00. So,
All right.
all right. Well, thanks so much.
Thank
and well, thanks for joining us. And hopefully we'll see you again. And hopefully we'll work on another project here in the near future.
Thank you. See you then.
Soundstripe.